Everyone, and first off, I'm going to say I realised that I kind of already failed to do the daily uploads thing. I had a very busy weekend and I didn't really get a chance to record anything. But I thought I'd sit down and do this now and hopefully get back on track. I have been quite unwell lately, as I mentioned in previous videos, and last night was pretty rough. I got about 1 hour's sleep during the actual night, so I didn't get a chance to go into college today, which is frustrating. I love college. I actually do art at college, and it's fantastic, and it always saddens me when I can't go in. And I'm falling behind a little bit, but I'm planning to go in tomorrow and speak to the disability support officer, and hopefully get either some extensions on my deadlines or something similar. Just make sure they know what's going on, keep them in the loop. And so I thought today what I'd talk about briefly. I won't go too much into it in one video, but I'll go into how I personally deal with illness and how I would advise anyone else that feels that they're struggling, advise you guys on how to deal with anything, not even necessarily illness, just hardships in life. And I mean, I try to maintain a mentality that every day is an absolute gift on this planet. People that moan on Twitter and Facebook all the time saying how miserable they are and how they've got so many problems and how life sucks, it frustrates me so much. Firstly, because half of the people, no, 90% of the people that do that haven't got a single idea what a problem is. They haven't got a clue. And for 100% of the cases, or maybe 99%, any problems they do have are solvable, but they just choose not to. And that's the thing. People refuse to be proactive because for some reason society has created this mentality that suggests that being negative is a good thing, or that it's the preferable thing. If someone hasn't got something to moan about, they're not happy. Now, don't get me wrong, I moan all the time. It's something that a lot of people that know me moan at me for. But I was trying to explain to my dad the other day when we were discussing it, how when I moan, I'm not moaning because I'm upset by something or anything. I moan because I'm observative, and so if something displeases me, I'll mention it. I'm opinionated as well, very opinionated, as you'll probably discover throughout my videos. I have opinions and I like to stand by them. If you can prove me wrong, I always listen to sense, but I generally stand by my opinion. But the way I personally deal with hardship, or with, in my case, illness, is I try and put everything into perspective. Everything in my life is based around perspective. And I have to realise that as much as my illness is painful and it's uncomfortable and it makes life very hard sometimes, it could be so much worse. On the news at the moment there is a story about the woman who is trying to fight the High Court to prevent her son from getting radiation therapy for his brain tumour, and the boy's 7 years old, and something like that breaks my heart, because compared to what that poor little boy has been through, I haven't suffered, not one bit. And if everyone could use the concept of getting perspective on things to look at their own lives, I think people would be so much happier, because they'd realise that they've got it really well off. They really would. If you ever feel down, there's nothing wrong with that. People shouldn't feel guilty for feeling upset, even when they've got great lives. Everyone feels upset all the time. There is someone feeling upset. But what you should be ashamed of is if you let that sadness get to you or defeat you. It's all about being proactive, looking at perspective, getting your mind around the fact that your problems can either be solved or aren't that great. And the things that are good in your life, and there are lots of them. If you sit down and think about it, how many great things there are in your life. Your family, your friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, anything. So many things are great in life. I mean, I can't moan. I'm recording this on a MacBook, a fantastic, beautiful laptop, which costs a lot of money, and I'm extremely grateful and extremely lucky to be able to have that. I live in a wonderful house, and I know fantastic people. So yes, I may have an illness. Yes, I'll have it for the rest of my life. But I also know that I'll have the support to get me through it. And I think that in itself is one of the best things in terms of treatment for getting me through this. Thank you.